Welcome to our barn, where we're smoking premium cigars, living the country life, and equipping ourselves with the tools necessary to stand up to the pressures of compromise and tolerance. This is Cigars in the Barn.
Good morning, afternoon, everybody. This is another episode of Cigars in the Barn. It's a little rainy right now, which is perfect to be in the barn. Today, we're honored to be smoking the full-bodied Maduro from Blowing Smoke. They sent these out to us to review for them. Definitely check them out. It is a 6x54 size. They're calling it a Robusto. The wrapper is San Andreas Mexican. The binder is Habano Vuelta Abajo. And the filler is Dominican, Cuban seed Dominican fillers. So I'm looking forward to some awesome smoke from Blowing Smoke. So looking at this wrapper, very, what they call toothy. It's kind of a, if you think of the difference between kind of a gloss and a matte, you have a velvety, but you also have a toothy, which means it kind of has a lot of raised bumps on it, which is typical for a San Andreas Mexican wrapper. But all those bumps mean is that it's full of essential oils. So full of flavor. Bumpy, toothy wrapper, full of flavor. So I'm looking forward to getting into that. The pack seems really good. The band is really stylish. They got a really cool brand there. Yeah, it feels like a nice even pack, nice toothy wrapper. It's a little chocolatey on the smell. Definitely have a little barnyard in there as well, kind of some more brighter tones, which I really enjoy. So we're gonna get them cut up. We'll take a cold draw. We'll go from there. I'm getting lots of hay flavors, a little bit of chocolatey, but kind of more brighter flavors on this Maduro.
Very bright, into chocolate, very good barnyard smoke.
Yeah, it's very barnyardy. If you enjoy that, which I tend to. All right, we're gonna light these up. We're gonna check the first little hit of that flavor profile. We'll keep checking back with you as we hit transitions. As you guys can see, nice, rich, beautiful smoke. A little bit more oily on the smoke, not a dry smoke. It's a little bit more on the oily side.
Got a good aroma.
Yeah, the aroma of the smoke's really bright. I'm getting some nuttiness. I'm getting some hay and a little bit of that chocolate.
They're all evenly distributed. Like the whole flavor itself sits well.
There's a bright flavor in there that I'm not quite sure how to pick it up yet. We'll check back on that, but yeah, there's some sort of a bright flavor in there that I'm not quite sure what it is yet. All right, we're gonna get into this first third. We'll check back with you when we get to that transition or that second third. It's almost like tea, like drinking black tea.
Yes.
That's what it is. It's like drinking. It's maybe
like a dark tea,
like a black tea. This reminds me of Earl Grey without the bergamot. So like a Scottish breakfast tea is what it tastes like. To me. Or an Irish breakfast.
I could see that.
So that flavor that we were just talking about, something that you don't see very often. It's almost like a breakfast tea, like a black tea flavor. If you guys drink Irish tea in the morning or Scottish tea in the morning, it's almost got a black tea type flavor. Herbal, spicy, but it reminds me a lot of black tea.
Yeah. It's subtle, very subtle.
But it's definitely something that's intriguing because you don't see that very often.
Yeah, it's interesting because your mind is really trying to put a point on it, but it has that hint of that tea.
Yeah. It's very interesting. I love it so far.
Well, so far, burn's been great. Again, good smoke, but the burn's relatively very even. Haven't had any hiccups thus far, and it's burning really smooth.
Yeah, not a whole lot of smoke off the foot too, so we like that. The ash is beautiful, colored.
Very tightly wrapped.
Great construction so far, guys. Great construction.
So, for me, with black tea, my favorite, and this can be weird or not, but my favorite is McDonald's black tea. Yep. Nothing in it, not the sweet tea, just the plain black tea. because to me, like especially in summertime, I like it because it's hot
Yep.
and I feel like it cools me down and soothes me. This is exactly the same way I'm feeling thus far with this Blowing Smoke cigar.
I'm also getting a little hint of cinnamon when I let that cigar heat up a little bit. Getting a little bit of cinnamon, which actually goes in tune with that black tea flavor. Yeah, very interesting stuff, guys.
And I can tell you right now, this will definitely be a smoke where I go home and my wife tells me it smells good.
Yes. Wife check.
Good.
So the flavors that we're getting compared to those deep, rich, earthy flavors, we're not getting a ton of that. We're getting more bright flavors. So you're getting stuff that's relaxing on one end, but you're also, it almost like revitalizes your mind. It's almost like when you buy shampoo with citrus in it, and it's called Revitalize. It's almost stimulating my mind a little bit, and that's very interesting. I'm almost getting on the retrohale, getting a little bit of a citrus as well that kind of goes along with that black tea flavor, and it's stimulating my brain.
Yeah, I want to sit back right now and just smoke this, and all I want to do is focus on this cigar.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about anything else. I just want to focus on the cigar. That's how intriguing this is right now. It's a very well constructed cigar. This one.
Great job, Blowing Smoke. You guys make a highly sought after construction, and a lot of others, even large cigar companies, don't get the construction right. You guys clearly got your construction right, and that's something that's important to me. I know it's important to Matt as well, because I don't want to have to worry about my cigar underperforming and the burn issues and the ash being all over the place and the smoke off the foot. There's all these other things that I have to worry about. I don't worry about anything with this cigar. It's running even, it's running smooth, and it just allows me to look into those flavors and just dig deeper into the complexity of this thing, because it's actually very complex.
Yeah, and that's my biggest thing with the burn, because I seem to always talk about it. I just feel like it's embarrassing to me if I'm out with my friends and my burn's really bad, or I have to fix my burn. It almost makes me look like I don't know what I'm doing and I don't know how to smoke a cigar. So, but this is very well constructed.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a little bit more woodiness, a little bit of nuttiness, which you would expect from Dominican tobacco. So it's starting to calm down a little bit, but we're still getting a little bit of that tea. But the woodiness and the nuttiness is still starting to come up, and we're not even into the second, third yet. It's already kind of transitioning a little bit for us. So awesome, I love it. All right, we're approaching that second, third right now. We're about 25 minutes into it, and getting to that second, third. That black tea flavor is starting to subside a little bit for me. I'm getting a lot more woodiness and nuttiness, and a little bit of cream on the undertone, but a lot more spice. So a lot spicier, a little black pepper, and nuttiness, and then a little bit of woodiness on the back end. Not getting a whole lot of chocolate flavors. I'm not getting a whole lot of earth. More that medium flavor range. So it's not really deep flavors. It's not super bright flavored anymore. It's kind of in that medium range, which is what you would expect with the Dominican tobacco.
Yeah, exactly.
When someone says, "Hey, what cigar are you really excited about?" This is the one I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
Because it's so intriguing.
Exactly.
There's so much complexity. There's so many flavors that you don't normally get in a cigar. It's baffling me right now.
Yeah, it's.
You have to go out and buy one of these just
you
to
do.
see what we are talking about. It's very intriguing. Okay, everybody, we're getting into that last third. We're at the hour mark right now. Still a lot of that black tea flavors. In the second to last third, in that little transition, we had a little bit of nuttiness, a little bit of woodiness, and we were getting a little bit of that burnt oak flavor. Not a bad burnt oak, just a burnt oak. Matt, you were saying maybe bark.
Yeah, I taste a little bark.
But it's still got that interesting, intriguing black tea flavor. To me, this is a medium body. I wouldn't necessarily consider this a full body cigar. I would say medium body, medium strength, nice, smooth all the way through. I've had no construction issues whatsoever. Perfect burn throughout my entire time here. Ash fell off in 1.5 inch chunks. Good cone on after it fell off there.
All right, guys, we just got done smoking that Blowing Smoke cigar. We really enjoyed it, had a good experience. to begin with the flavors. We started with that first third. It had that really good, strong hint of black tea. Carried it through with some hints of cinnamon, some citrus that we got out of it. As we transitioned into that second third, it had that kind of that barky wood taste to it. It was very enjoyable again, but that black tea still stayed throughout the entire transition. As we got into that final third, it had that oak taste to it, still maintained that black tea, and overall the flavors were very good, very consistent, and very enjoyable on the flavor side.
Yeah, construction-wise, you guys did a very good job. Blowing Smoke did a very good job in the construction. Pretty much perfect burn the entire time. The ash was holding on nice and firm. It was falling off 1.5 inch chunks. And every single time you went for a puff, you had a good mouthful of smoke. So excellent construction, awesome, intriguing flavor profile, something that you're not going to see with every single cigar out there. This is definitely one of a kind. Check them out on Instagram, at Blowing Smoke. They have, I believe, 4 or 5 different blends. We smoked their full body Maduro. For us, it was more of a medium body, medium strength, so it's not super overpowering. Awesome flavors. Definitely something you guys want to try.
Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. Like us on Facebook, on Instagram, and we also have our podcast that's on, so wherever you subscribe to a podcast, subscribe there as well.